Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Renelle Brooks Moon, public address announcer for your three-time world champion San Francisco Giants. That is how the team must always be introduced. And it is my honor to welcome you to this very special celebration. We gather now to celebrate the birthday of the greatest player to ever play the game of baseball. Right? A San Francisco treasure and a living legend, the Hall of Famer, the Say Hey Kid, number 24, give it up for Mr. Willie Mays. Now, before we begin, I would like to take a moment to recognize some of our dignitaries and notable people in attendance today. And he's on his way, Mayor Willie Brown. You've heard that a few times. Yeah, exactly. MTA Chairman Tom Nolan. MTA Board Member Malcolm Heineke. Giants President and CEO, Mr. Larry Baer, and his wife, Pam. Mr. Peter McGowan is on his way. Is he here yet? He'll be here. Yes, sir. You know he won't miss this, Mr. Mays. Supervisor Mark Farrell. Also, we're expecting Fire Chief Joanne Hayes-White. And Director of the MTA, Ed Riskin. So let me tell you a little bit about our honored guests today. Born in Westfield, Alabama in 1931, Willie Howard Mays Jr. was introduced to baseball at an early age. His professional career in the Negro Leagues began in 1947 when he was still just in high school. A few short years later, the New York Giants signed Willie to a minor league deal, and it was not long before he made his major league debut in 1951. The next year, the United States Army drafted Willie, removing him from the game for about a year and a half. He returned to baseball in 1954 with a bang, winning the National League MVP award and being selected to the All-Star team. That's how you make a comeback. In 1958, the Giants franchise relocated here to beautiful San Francisco, where Willie would spend much of his illustrious major league career. Over 22 seasons with the New York and San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets, the beloved Say Hey Kid would hit 660 home runs, win 12 Gold Glove Awards and 2 National League MVP awards, and play in 24 All-Star games. An astonishing, but of course, fitting number. And in 1979, in his first year of eligibility, he was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Willie Mays is undoubtedly one of the greatest to ever play this beautiful game of baseball, but equally impressive is his character off of the playing field. He is the president and CEO of the Say Hey Foundation, which aims to give underserved youth opportunities to succeed by providing access to education, healthcare, and safe communities. He also works with the Institute on Aging here in San Francisco. Many dignitaries have recognized Willie for his generous contributions to society. Most recently, President Barack Obama awarded Willie with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, honoring him as both a military service member and as a quiet champion of civil rights. Willie Mays' name is synonymous with San Francisco Giants baseball. Every game day, 40,000 fans flock to AT&T Park, located at 24 Willie Mays Plaza, and greeted by a larger-than-life statue of Mr. Mays, flanked by 24 majestic palm trees. This namesake speaks volumes about what Willie means to the Giants franchise, and today's event, dedicating an iconic cable car in his name and number, speaks volumes about what Willie means to the city of San Francisco. So Willie, we wish you a very happy birthday, right, everybody? And now at this time, I'd like to bring up the mayor of the city and county of San Francisco, the Honorable Ed Lee. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Renelle, and welcome everybody to the Cable Car Barn of San Francisco, hosted by Loco 250A of San Francisco. Thank you. You know, and the men and women, they're so lucky because they work in a great city. They're proud of their job, and they get to put this baby out, this cable car, Willie, out every single day for people's enjoyment. And they're going to be proud to do that. Happy 85th birthday, Willie Mays. Yeah. Well, we're here to honor the greatest athlete in America. And let me give you a snapshot. I know Rennell went through some of it, but there's some other impressive data that I love to have. And it's always when I'm thinking about Giants, I love the data. I love the stats. Rookie of the Year. Remember those days, Willie? Yeah. Two-time most valuable player. 24-time All-Star. Wow. World Series champion. 660 home runs, right, Willie? Wow. Hall of Famer. And, of course, when everybody gets on this cable car, they will say, "Where's the catch?" Well, he was a legendary baseball player for sure, but I know Willie Mays is much more than that. His connection to San Francisco goes way beyond the baseball diamond. As a civil rights leader, he paved the way many times during the social upheaval that was happening in the United States when he was playing this game. Drafted by the U.S. Army, he served our country honorably. And as a role model, he's always inspired kids to dream big, and as an humanitarian, he made the world a better place. Everyone knows that Willie Mays was a great baseball player. I say he's the best ever. But he became a superstar around the world because of his good nature, his infectious personality, and his good heart. And that's one of the reasons why President Obama awarded Willie the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest honor presented to individuals who have made especially meritorious contributions to the national interests of the United States. He is our national treasure that we should honor for generations to come. So we're here today, ladies and gentlemen, joined by all of our city family and all of the audience and Giants lovers and baseball lovers and transportation lovers, coming together to join one national treasure with a national historic landmark. Today, we dedicate cable car number 24 to the one and only number 24. And before we unveil the dedication, we've got a special message from someone who couldn't be here today in person, but wanted to send his congratulations. Tee it up.
Hello, San Francisco. It's an even year, which means good things happen in this town. Today's one of them, because we're honoring a favorite son and the greatest living ball player. When the Giants moved west, Willie Mays said he'd walk barefooted to San Francisco just to get into the lineup. Once he got here, he hit many of his 660 homers against the Winds of Candlestick Park. He collected more than 3,000 hits, many times running farther than his cap. So when they say the San Francisco cable car was the first national historic landmark that moves, they forgot to count Willie on the base paths. Willie rounding second or running down a pop fly, that is baseball. A cable car rolling down these hills, that's San Francisco. Both of them could be fearsome sights for whoever got in their way. Trolley Dodgers on the street and LA Dodgers on the diamond. Today, with Willie's own number 24 cable car, two American icons come together to create a new landmark. But Willie, your city loves you because you're as complete a person as you were a player. A mentor, a community leader, an Army veteran, an ambassador for the game, and someone with that special ability to put a smile on a kid's face. When Willie would visit sick children in Bay Area hospitals, he refused to hand out baseballs he'd already signed. He wanted the kids to watch him write his name so they'd know the autograph was real. That's who Willie is, the genuine article. I've gotten to spend some time with Willie in the White House and on Air Force One, two places I'd never be if people like Willie hadn't pushed us towards a more inclusive America. His legacy is that giant. So happy birthday, my friend, and congratulations on this special honor.
Happy birthday, Willie Mays.
Mr. Mays? Yeah. Surprise. Yes, you do that. All right, you're very welcome. And now for the ceremonial unveiling of the plaque, I need these special individuals to join us up here. Mr. Larry Bear, if you would come up, sir. Mr. Mayor, if you would return. Did Willie Brown make it yet? Still waiting. No, we're not going to wait. We're going to keep it moving, Mr. Mays. Tom Nolan, come on up. Malcolm Heineke and Ed Riskin. Whenever you guys are ready. There we go. Cable car number 24, the Willie Mays cable car. Give y'all time to get your photos in. I think we should all sing, right? I think we should sing. Please join me now in singing happy birthday to the greatest ever. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willie. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Big round of applause for Willie Mays. Mr. Mays has a few comments for us.
Where's the podium?
You got it right.
You got it right there. Okay,
Yes.
we got it. Okay. Thank you very much, okay? First of all, I didn't sleep last night, to tell the truth. Those guys gonna kill me at the ballpark. 17 runs. I started to cut it off, but I said, I gotta watch this. And I watched, and I went to sleep about maybe 1 o'clock last night. I woke up, I couldn't hardly see because I was watching hits all over the field. So this is a great honor for me. I have been involved with the city for such a long time, but before I get to that is that I'd like to thank Larry Bear for done something for a friend of mine that was back in New Jersey. I think it was a wonderful gesture that he goes back, that he read a letter that Renee and I happened to write, did a very, very good job. I'd just like to thank him because he didn't have to do all that. But of course, if he didn't, I probably would get on him, you know. But I'd like to thank him for that. I also like to thank Pam for escorting him there to make sure that he got there, you know. My bodyguard. Yes, very much so. But when you have a city like this, I didn't come out here until 1958. You guys didn't know anything about me at the time because it was something strange. It was Joe DiMaggio City. And Joe was my idol when I came out here. Nobody knew that, but I did. The thing that I worried, I never seen a picture of it. When Joe hit his last home run in 1951, we played a game in New York, and he hit a grand slam. And I'm out there clapping for him. Now, you don't do that when you're playing in opposition in New York. You just don't do that. But I was clapping, and my thing was, why didn't someone get that picture? And I'm kind of glad they didn't, because Mr. Stoneham probably would have shot me right away, you know. But it was just a wonderful gesture on my part, and I forgot all about what was going on. But he was my guy. But I also like to thank Peter McGowan. He was the guy that came to me and says, you will be in San Francisco the rest of your life. And I said, Peter, I'm doing fine now. I don't need anything. Yes, you do. And he says, you will need something later on in life. And I didn't understand what he was talking about. And he says, we're going to do something at the ballpark for you. We're going to make sure that you have a lifetime job. Whoever may be here, you will be here to honor them. I thank Peter for doing that for me, because at that time I had a wonderful wife in Mays. I call her May because I couldn't call her Mays, all that kind of stuff, but I said May, and she understood. She was a very, very nice lady. But anyway, is that when you come to an event like this and you have, as I know, the lawyer that I have, and he talks all the time, Malcolm, he's truly a lawyer, and he's truly a friend. But he says, we're going to get a cable car for you. I said, what do I need a cable car for? I have a car. I have a car to ride down the hill. I've been on one from the Fairmont Hotel down to the Hilton. I said, it's okay, it rides nice. He said, no, not this cable car. He said, the cable car is going to be number 24, and it's going to say Mays 24. And I said to him, what happened to the Giants? Don't they come and play here? They're the one that brought me here. He said, no. The Giants will come later. We're going to do something for them later. But the cable car is yours. You will see it when you come to an event like this. It was kind of heartwarming because I never had a car that moved as fast as I did when I played. So I had to take a back seat. Now, all these things are coming into play, and what I like, just a couple minutes ago, the president called. Nobody told me the president was going to call. Nobody told me anything, but I'm surprised that he didn't call my house to tell me that he's going to do all this stuff, He is a friend. Every time I went to the White House, it was like home. What can we do for you? And I said, no, you can't do anything for me. I'm okay. So I have a friend that at the White House named Reggie. And I said, Reggie, I need to take stuff back home for the kids that I can give, like watches or ring or something that comes from the White House. And the president says, whatever he wants, give it to him. But in the meantime, take $1,500 from him so that we can, take care of everything here. So I understand all these kind of things. I wish I was as great a speaker as Larry, but I'm not. I was just a player, and Larry wasn't a player like I was. So we even on a lot of avenues, but when you stop and think, look all the things he have to do during the course of a season. And I only had to play in 162 games. After 162 games, he have to be there. So it's just a wonderful feeling for me to understand that so many people have begun to help me, help the kids all around the country. And what it's all about is that it's not just San Francisco. It's not just New York. I go to Birmingham. I go to Arizona. I take care of kids because they're kids. They don't know where they are. They're just kids. And kids, to me, make a difference in this world. And I think it's all so important that guys like myself that have been able to play 22 years baseball, go in the service and come back and enjoy the kids, and they know you. There's a lot of guys come up to me and says, I was there with you when you was 9 or 10. I don't know who these people are, but they know me. And what I like to do is that I haven't been in any trouble yet. Trouble is going to come. You cannot go in this world without having trouble. And I said to myself, I just hope I don't get in trouble so the kids will not change their mind about things that I do. So I'm so pleased that Malcolm and the mayor got together and says, we're going to give you this cable car so that it can go up and down the streets every day, and the cable car will be in your honor. It's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So I'd like to thank the Giants, the mayor, and Malcolm, and all the people that will be involved in this cable car, because to me, it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So I'd like to thank all of you just, ahead of time. So thank you very much, okay? Okay, all right, okay.
Mr. Mays, again, we thank you for the memories and thank you for all that you do for the community, and your continued support and your dedication to our kids, to our youth, is definitely commendable, and we thank you for that. I believe that wraps up our ceremony. Mr. Mays and our dignitaries are going to take the inaugural ride. Is that still going to happen today? Yes.
Still raining?
It's all dry.
I'll get in front.
There we go. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you at the ballpark tonight, where his birthday celebration will continue, and it's Metallica night. So there you go. We'll see you all tonight. Thank you so much.